Here's the thing. In other countries, they just straight up train their police better. They train them to de-escalate. They train them to take people down without just shooting them, right? There's less deaths from gun violence and less police deaths in other countries. Other countries have same problems and worse. Not to our degree. What do you mean? We have more incarcerated people, more people dying from police than any other country combined. It's not even close. It's not even close, dude. Shh. Okay. That's an easy one too. How many people were killed by police in America last year by cops? I don't know, dude. I had to bring up the stats, but all I know is it's much worse here than it is anywhere else. In Australia, a cop throttled a woman because she didn't wear a mask, even though she had a doctor slip that said that it was fine, and the entire country cheered him on. I fucking doubt that any doctor alive would give her a slip that says she doesn't have to wear a mask. Any real doctor. Without knowing anything else, I'm already on the side of the cop. I don't know. I'm on the side of the cop that he should be able to strangle a woman over a mask. Yeah, that's what throttle means? Oh. I thought throttle was just like smacking someone over the head or something. I don't know. Throttle, attack or kill someone by choking and strangling them. Oh. Huh. Well, no. He should not have done that. Ever. There's no situation where that would have been okay. No, he didn't actually kill her, but he did injure her, lol. Oh. Did it just so happen that he, like, choked her in the process of arresting her? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that a cop should be strangling people, obviously. On the other hand, I do think people should, you know, be putting on their masks, especially if they're required to. Shit. Oh, you're kidding me. Back here. No, he was harassing her, even though she was allowed by the government-recognized doctor to not wear a mask. She swung her tiny purse in her direction in an effort to shoo him away and choked her out. And everyone in Australia was like, yeah, that bitch. I certainly don't condone the way he handled it, but I definitely don't believe that any real doctor that should be a doctor would give her a note that says she doesn't have to wear a mask. I still call that bullshit. Well, the person could have interpreted it as a threat. Yeah, but that's not a reason to, like, choke a bitch. You take her down, you arrest her, sure. But, like, just straight up choking a bitch. Like, what? that's not F. But the choking is way over the top there. Yeah. Just look at other countries and how they train their cops. There are so many other ways to de-escalate and then arrest someone without running into the situations like we have there in Australia where they're straight up choking somebody, or here in America where they're just like, it, we're gonna pull out our guns and shoot you, you know? There's plenty of doctors that give out slips to people so they don't have to wear masks. Every state that has mandates have had doctor slip exclusions. I call bullshit. I call straight bullshit. There's nobody that would be affected by a mask and have a reason not to wear them. Those are going to be well, you're wrong. No, I don't think I am. I think if anything, you're going to have doctors who are not good doctors giving out slips that shouldn't be given out. Haji, you know you're going to need proof in order to change his mind. You are. I mean, and even when he shows me the proof, I'm probably going to sit there and go, that was given by a doctor who should not be a doctor. Because if there's one thing I know is mental issues are not a reason not to wear a mask. Medical issues, you're not going to find any that make it so that you don't have to wear one. You're just not. It's just going to be people make it up. So if you have a special kid that's terrified of wearing masks too bad, yes. Sorry, but that's not a reason not to do it. You got a sensitive nose? Too bad. So might many medical professionals who are required to wear it every day, you know? That might be a kid with a, mental issue, but, you know, maybe that kid shouldn't be around other kids then in that case. Masks aren't even that effective. They do help. They're extremely effective. I mean, it's not 100%, but comparing it to not using it is fucking night and day. I don't know what you mean. It's something like 26% effective. Hold on. Let me just go find the one stupid GIF that I've seen going around. Hold. Is this it? This is not it. Oh, this is it. So, you know, there's somebody exhaling, right? Here's somebody exhaling with the mask on. There's somebody with the nose out. This is somebody who's just not wearing it right at all. And then not a mask at all, just a bandana. But the difference is night and day. That's why you wear a mask, is to stop your from going everywhere. That's it. It does limit the air cloud around you. That's the point. That is the entire point. There is no medical excuse to not wear one. There isn't. Even people with low oxygen, right, still wear them in hospitals. I stand by that. You're not going to find a medical reason to not wear a mask. Not a real one. Bam, medical reason. All right, let me see this. What do you got? USA Today. Our mask exempt letter is legitimate. A Florida man says yes and has one to prove it. Yeah, but having one doesn't mean shit. What's his excuse? Some places I go, they tell me tell me I don't need to show the letter. Okay, this is all his account. They told me the incident is still under investigation. On June 22nd, he went to a local clinic specifically to obtain a letter from his pulmonologist. He went to the lobby without wearing a mask, even though the hospital requires people there to wear masks. Luskiosis, I guess that's his name, was told by hospital staff to put on a mask, but he refused. That's when, according to the sheriff's office report, called 911, left the hospital after deputies arrived, but said he was able to set up another appointment with the doctor to get his letter. He met with the hospital official. Wednesday incident, blah, blah, blah. They told me the incident is still under investigation. Letter states that he has been cared for. What the f***, USA Today? It just like switched pages on me. I'm over here trying to read it and it just like updates. Off. Would not comment specifically about issuing notes for his patients, but submitted the statement TC Palm, part of USA Today Network, to advocate masks for everyone, including people with serious lung conditions. Individuals with COPD should use face covering for protection of others as well as themselves. However, in severe cases such as end-stage COPD and other advanced lung conditions for patients who cannot breathe that's a very important word right there. Even for those patients, we strongly recommend use of face coverings as much as they can be tolerated. See, this is a bullshit thing, in my opinion. This is bullshit. This is a guy who begged a doctor for a thing that he didn't really need. Just catch COVID and become immune easy. Even if you get a letter that won't prevent you from being harassed by general public for not wearing a mask, he said, as it shouldn't, because this isn't a real reason. He has a lung problem. Fine. But they're still saying in the same thing from the same doctors that it's strongly recommended that you still wear it. And this is all based on how this one guy is feeling. And honestly, if the guy is in a serious enough condition where he can't wear the mask, then maybe he should be in the hospital, in which case they would put him in an isolation room, you know? The joint statement acknowledges that it's up to individual doctors whether to hand out exemptions, but the medical experts said that decision should be weighed against the threat of novel coronavirus, for which masks can reduce and spread. Infected person is wearing one. The anti-mask group called Freedom to Breathe Agency, this is so stupid, is believed to have created a fake face mask exempt cards. See, this is so dumb. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. Like, this is just people who don't want to wear them. These aren't medical excuses. This is a shit doctor who gave it away once to this guy who didn't actually need it. He might have had a condition, but really he's just an asshole. And I fully stand by them, kicking him out. If you don't want to get sick, then stay inside. You don't get to limit my activity for yourself. If you have special needs, then you deal with yourself. Yeah. Oh, no, that's what I said, though. I've said the same thing. That's what I'm saying about the kid. Like, if a kid, right, has mental problems and can't wear a mask because of it, then that kid should stay inside, not me, right? We're not on the same page. Mambi is saying that let the kid go outside, and then you should be forced to stay inside. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you let someone who could potentially spread COVID, who is more likely to do so because they're not wearing a mask, who's unable to wear the mask, if you're afraid of the kid, you can stay inside? Oh, that's fine. You should be anyways, for the most part. Like, that's the kind of the whole point. But like, let me give you a better example. Let's say that kid then goes to school. Do you think he should be in school with other kids who, have to wear the mask, but he doesn't have to because boo-hoo, he's scared of the mask? What? That doesn't make any sense. No, that kid would stay home. That kid wouldn't go to school. Kids aren't the ones spreading the disease. That's nonsense. Kids can get it too. They just might not be as affected by it. They're asymptomatic. That's not true either. They can have symptoms. It's COVID's supposed to be a disease or whatever that has more of a severe effect on people who already have weaker immune systems. Yes, keep the kids not slobber in a mask, please and thank you. Yeah, anybody, let alone kids, if you're going to go outside and potentially affect others, you should be responsible for that. I shouldn't be responsible for anyone else. You know, I should be responsible for myself, as other people should be. And if you're going to go outside and expose yourself to people at a time where everybody's required to, you know, wear a mask, then you should not be outside, or you should wear your mask. You're not. Well, I know I'm not, but well, I mean, I go out on occasion, and when I go out, I wear a mask. Shouldn't be required for anything. Yes, you should. That's dumb. Just like you're required to have a license to drive a car, just like you're required to, you know, have certain qualifications to do certain things because for the safety of others. Yes, you should. That's dumb. I'm back at the tree. No, it's tyrannical, fear-mongering, power-grabbing bullshit. That's fucking dumb. Why is it hard to wear a mask? It's not. It's just people being stupid. If the facility requires a mask, I wear one. If they don't, I don't. Reasonable. Reasonable. Any decent business today should probably require it. It's not hard. It's just not needed at this point. That's not true. I think it is. I think it is. I think it still is. It was only like last month that we had like the most cases ever. What do you mean? Why? That was in the news like last month. I like the mask, keeps me hidden. You cannot protect everyone. That's not a reasonable standard. True. But you can try and limit exposure as much as possible. Which I will also say, threaded the needle on that, fall womp. Yeah. Before the pandemic, Asian countries already did this. They already wore masks every day because it kept you from getting sick from everybody else. Like they didn't always wear it everywhere, but they have this culture of I'm sick, therefore I'll wear it because, you know, you shouldn't be responsible for me being sick, you know? Asian cultures only wear masks if they're smug or they're sick. Yeah. And I think that's something that we should adopt. I think that's a very good cultural thing. Sick people wear masks, sure. Not everyone. Sure. Yeah. Problem is, COVID was so widespread and so widespread and so easily transmitted that it got to a point where we had to require it. And I think we're still there. There will be a point where, sure, we can, like, you know, not force all non-sick people to wear it, but, you know, I don't think we're there yet.